Hello everyone, I am Pink Brownie. I'm so excited today we draw dragons! Yeah! I decided to merge the concept of sleeping cats and dragons. Let me introduce myself. I am an Italian digital artist. I am based in the UK. I have ADHD. I am queer. And I love to make art. I have always been inspired by illustrated books, and one of my favorite illustrated book of all times has to be Dragonology, which is partly what inspired today's subject. I'm definitely a believer that constraints are a lot more helpful than having absolute free reign when creating a design. I think they actually are almost like anchor points. It really helps when illustrating something. I've always been torn between two ideas of what a dragon is. One is creatures of incredible power that accompany knights in their quest, defeating evil or armies, and they have their personalities, but they very much are in service of that knight. And the other one is dragons as incredibly knowledgeable and wise beings. I was stuck between these two ideas. I tend to want to encapsulate the very essence and multitudes of something. I never want to do a disservice to something that I hold so dear, such as dragons. It's just too much pressure. I wanted to create stickers that I could put on my online store. And that helped in creating boundaries that I had to adhere with when thinking of the designs. I find that stickers work best when the design is compact, so when the silhouette is not too jagged, but actually pretty compacted and centralized. If, for example, the sticker is on a phone case, it won't catch with a pocket if the phone is getting in and out of the pocket. I decided to make the ideas smaller. Ideas reinterpreted as cats are always appealing, and I thought that was the perfect angle to make this idea so colossal, such as the one as what is a dragon, a lot more digestible for me to illustrate. All of this really helped me finalize the fact that I really wanted to look into references where cats are all bundled up in kind of a donut shape. That also doubles as anatomy reference because, funnily enough, cats and dragons have very similar limbs. Honestly, the main differences are wings, long neck, and longer snout. So once I collected the references, I drew over them to better reflect a dragon's proportions. I have to say, Procreate has this feature that I'm absolutely in love with. The fact that you can make a curved line and then edit it exactly as you want it, it's fantastic. Chef's kiss. I am very particular with my lines, and I really like this feature because it really helps me being very precise without spending bajillion hours redrawing the same line. I mean, I still do it, but this helps. Also, I haven't found any tapered lines that I'm really happy with. Maybe I'm not skilled enough in inking, but I taper the lines with an eraser manually, I guess. If you have any recommendations on Procreate brushes, please let me know. I love to try them out, especially if they're free. Each dragon was going to reflect the colors of their chromatic dragons in D&D. If you don't know, chromatic dragons are a specific type of dragons that, you guessed it, they are monochromatic and they have a specific color associated to them based on their damage type. We have red, green. Fuck. The colors are red, green, blue, white, and black. Because each dragon is monochromatic, so it uses mainly one color, I really had to nail down the values of black and white in order to make sure that each part of the dragon was distinguishable and the design was readable. This was definitely a lot more challenging in the black dragon design. I had to play a lot with different tones, and also I didn't use true black because otherwise the poor guy would have just looked like a lump of coal, which is not what I wanted to achieve. After quite a lot of tweaking, I landed on a quite deep brown, and I decided to give some purple accents on the scale and the spikes of the dragon. I think subconsciously I took inspiration from the Ender Dragon in Minecraft. Hey, it's a good design. I was so pleased with these designs, but I still wanted to try and create a sticker sheet for these little guys. In hindsight, I really should have conceptualized and sketched out how I wanted the sticker sheet to look while sketching all the other dragons. But hey, you live and you learn. I decided to imagine that these dragons are sleeping on a mountain of gold. And for that reason, I landed on a sticker sheet design that is of the color of gold and ochre. I decided to sprinkle in between the dragons a few coins and precious gems that borrowed the colors of these dragons. And yeah, I might have also been inspired to use the Animal Crossing bells. I really like stars, and I decided to sneak that one in there. These are the finished results, and I couldn't be happier on how they turned out. This has been really fun for me to make. If you want to adopt one or more of these cuties, you can find them on my website. It's linked in the description, or just go to www.pinkbrownie.store and you'll find them there. They're on now, like right now. It's crazy. Alright, until next time, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and remember, any progress is progress. Bye bye!